This is a very famous herbal medicine. People use it all the time. They principally use it for respiratory complaints. The leaf and the flower. For example, if you get a bug fly right down your throat, mullein would be very good for that. But hi, I'm Dr. Patrick Jones from the Homegrown Herbalist School of Botanical Medicine, and this is mullein. So mullein, Verbascum thapsus is the Latin name, and this is a very famous herbal medicine. People use it all the time. They principally use it for respiratory complaints. The leaf and the flower. For example, if you get a bug fly right down your throat, mullein would be very good for that. But mullein is a good cough suppressant, ironically enough. And the way it works, it actually has a calming influence on the nerves around your bronchi, and it depresses that cough. It also has some mild expectorant properties for getting goobers out of your lungs, which is good. And like I said, the leaf and the flower both are good for that. Some people also use the flower for earaches. They make an infused oil out of the flower just by filling a jar up with flowers and covering them up with olive oil and letting it sit for a week or two. Then they use that for earaches. But the flower is actually the strongest part. But most people use the leaf because the leaf is by far the easiest part to harvest. The mullein also has some pretty important and useful antiviral properties against influenzas and some of the other respiratory viruses, rotaviruses, coronaviruses. So that's good. But we're actually out here in April along the beautiful Snake River Canyon here in Idaho, and we don't care about the leaves or the flowers today. We're out here digging roots. The root is also a medicine, and it's not used much or talked about much, but it's a really tremendous medicinal thing. What we use the root for is two things. One, it's very strengthening to the bladder. So it's good for bladder incontinence. It strengthens the trigone of the bladder, those muscles that control it. And so you can use it for little kids that wet the bed, or elderly folks that have incontinence issues. It's also very good for back pain, the root. And so that's good to know. It's also the leaf, not the root. The leaf is also very good for wormer. And so you can use it as part of a small intestine cleanse or just as a wormer. And it works the same way as it's working in your lungs. It knocks the worms out and it breaks up the mucus in your gut so that they get, and then they wake up somewhere else and they're very confused. It's very disconcerting for the worms, but anyway. Anyway, so we're out here harvesting mullein root today. And the root is best either in the fall of the first year or the spring of the second. Mullein's a biennial, and we've talked about biennials before, where the first year they make this low leafy kind of a plant like this guy, and the second year these guys will sprout up 6 feet and get flower heads on them and then seed and die, right? So the root's the medicine, so you don't want to harvest that root after they bolt up, because now that plant's committed to being dead in a year and he's not going to put anything under the ground again. But so in either the fall of the first year or the spring of the second, you look for these big leafy guys, and very easy to identify. Mullein has real fuzzy, distinctive leaves, and very, very easy to identify this plant. And there's often some old grandma dead plants with the flower stalks from last year in the area too. Anyway, you dig them up, and this is what you're after this time of year, is the root. Okay, so we're going to take this home and cut it up and dry it and tincture it and use it for, like I said, bladder incontinence or back pain. So great plant, mullein root, Verbascum thapsus. I'm Dr. Patrick Jones. If you'd like to swing by our website, we'd love to have you, homegrownherbalist.net. You can learn more about the Homegrown Herbalist School of Botanical Medicine. And we also have other stuff. There's blogs and there's videos and there's tinctures and formulas if you want to buy things. We have mullein root tincture. We have mullein leaf tincture. We have a formula called bladder toner for that uses mullein root. But anyway, swing by homegrownherbalist.net and have a look at those. I'm Dr. Patrick Jones, and thanks for watching.